upcoming postage stamp coaster. I had informed you all that I would be doing I was working on my postage stamp mug rug, and then I was going to do a postage stamp coaster and a postage stamp pot holder. So what I've decided to do is do the postage stamp mug rug, a postage stamp pot holder, two postage stamp pot holders, and a postage stamp coaster. So this quilt top right here is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. So normally I like to do my coasters 4.5, like a 4.5 inch square. But since I'm doing a postage stamp, and of course we know that a postage stamp quilted item is a quilted item where the finished size of each square is 1 inch, a 1 inch square. So once all these seams here are encased, the finished size of the squares will be 1 inch. In quilting, I don't know, but for the people who are new to quilting, most fabric in quilting, we use fabric that's 100% cotton. I had never mentioned this to you all, but I decided to mention it today. When you go to quilt your item, you can use, we normally use 50 weight thread. Uh, but as far as piecing, I wouldn't necessarily say that had to be 50 weight thread. But when you actually go to sew all three layers together, the thread needs to be 50 weight thread. But yes, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. And then I have did the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And then I'll also be doing two patchwork postage stamp patchwork patchwork pot holders that's identical. So I have to go through and my little scraps and make sure I have at least two squares, enough fabric for two squares of the same fabric, so that the postage stamp pot holders can be identical. But yeah, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. A postage stamp quilted item is a quilted item where all... Hi, Robert. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just showing you all the first item for today, which is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. What I've started to do as far as my smaller quilted items is make them in sets. So for my for my hard item, I had the coaster, I had the pot holder, and I had the mug rug. So for this postage stamp item, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. I've also completed the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug, which I have completed the quilt top for that. Then I said I'll also be doing two identical postage stamp pot holders. So I have to actually go through and make sure I have a scrap that's big enough to cut at least two 1.5 inch squares from the scrap in order to be able to use it in my upcoming postage stamp pot holders that are going to be matching. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, this is and as you come in, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Okay, so I feel that's enough on my postage stamp coaster. What do y'all think about the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster? Do you all like the prints and everything and how I did it? And that's just the prints, the squares, and my upcoming postage stamp coaster. So I'm just showing you all the quilt top before I move on to my next item. And I really appreciate you all stopping by to watch my video. It encourages me to keep going and make more content to upload to my channel. And I'm thankful for all my subscribers. I'm almost up to 1,300 subscribers, so I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, this is the last look at my upcoming postage stamp um coaster. So let's move on to the mug root. That's what everybody's here for. Well, the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp. So this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug root. And again, a postage stamp item is a quilted item where the finished size of each square is a 1 inch square. So you have to cut 1.5 inch squares to make a true postage stamp quilted item. So these are the squares in my postage stamp mug quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And when you go to cut your squares for your postage stamp item or for small squares, it really helps to have this rotating mat, because when you go to cut a small square, let's say out the corner of the fabric, you don't have to turn the square, you just rotate the mat to cut that square. So what I did for a lot of these squares was just cut the square from the corner, and then when I went up and then when I had to go across, I rotate. And then I went across. But yeah, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. I'll also be making I just showed you all the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. I will also be making two identical postage stamp pot holders. So I'm really excited about that. And thanks for coming in. Please make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And again, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited that I have finished this quilt top. So all I have to do now is go to make my quilt sandwich. And I just said I would do, first I wanted to do an antique stitch, and then I just decided to do some horizontal lines. So I was going to use painter's tape, which is very helpful in quilting to help with your straight lines and spacing of your horizontal lines. So however you want to do your quilting lines. And you may not use the painter's tape to make each line, but you can make the painter's tape to like the first line, and then you could go from there to quilt the rest of the lines in the quilting. So I said I would just do horizontal quilting on my postage stamp items. And again, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. Which the mug rug is just a small placemat. So the size that I like to make my mug rugs are 12 inches across and then 9 inches going down. So in this quilt top, you will see is 12 inches, 12 squares going across because it's postage stamp, true postage stamp. So the finished size of each square is 1 inch, and then it's 9 squares going down. So 1, 2, you can just count 12 across, and then 9 going down. And then I can just zoom in so y'all can see how it all came together. Yeah, so these are just some little postage stamp squares that from scraps I've accumulated over time. Some of them, most of this fabric, most of these prints came from a quilt shop. A few came from a chain store or whatever, but for the most part, they came from a quilt shop. Yep. So that's that. And then that was in a little Valentine bundle, theme bundle. That's just a petite I bought. Another petite. That's some purple. I got a lot of that. And then this is just the fabric I got from a chain store. It's just like a 4th of July theme. This is some fabric. I got that from a quilt shop. Okay. This print right here came from an online store. Okay, so you can I'm just showing you all the squares in my upcoming, the quilt top in my upcoming patchwork mug rug, or mug rug, which is basically, or postage stamp mug rug, which is just basically a small placemat. I may eventually make a full-size placemat in the postage stamp, but it won't be anytime soon because I have lots of other stuff I'm working on and I have to finish. So for my postage stamp items, I said I would make the mug rug, then I'm making the coaster, and then I'll be making 2 identical pot holders. And I think it has like a vintage look, so I like that. It's real scrappy looking, real vintage looking. So I like that look. At the beginning, I wasn't a fan of the scrappy look, but I have came to like it. Or came to love it because I really love how this the quilt top for this mug rug came out. So what I did, I just sewed my squares in rows 4 at a time, and then I joined 4 and 4 to make 8, and then the last 4 to make 12. So yeah. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just showing you all the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. A postage stamp quilted item is a quilted item where the finished size. Oh no, I'm not going on camera just yet. I'm working on some things and then I'll go on camera. But I will be coming on camera, so if you want to be the first to see me, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. It'll probably be another month or so. And then I want to set up things. Set up my little set. And then I'll be on camera. So this right here is just, plus the content is, I'm showing off my content. I don't necessarily have to show my face yet. But I thank you for wanting to see me. You'll get to see me soon. It's just a work in progress. So right now I'm just showing off my quilting items. That's all. My quilting skills. And thank you for stopping by. I'll be going on camera soon. I promise. So just go ahead and subscribe and you'll be the first to get to see me. It won't be much longer. I'll say maybe within next month or so. And I'm thanking for everybody for coming by. Please make sure you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm just showing you all the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And as I stated, I do like to make my mug rugs in a size of 12 inches across and 9 inches going down because I feel that it's actually functional to use to eat on, because you know mug rug is nothing but a small placemat. So I just created this postage stamp item, which is I think it's gonna be my favorite mug rug. So I'll be getting lots of use out of this. And again, I'm thankful for everybody that has stopped by to watch my live. And again, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. A postage stamp quilted item is a quilted item where the finished size of each square is a 1 inch square. So you will have to cut 1.5 inch squares to make a posted item. They ideally would be each square would be of a different print, but if you don't have enough fabric to make it in each square a different print, then I would just say use the same size amount of squares for the amount of prints that you have, and it still has the same look. So it still will look just as beautiful as when all the squares are of different prints. So you just do work with what you have, and whatever you do will be acceptable. But again, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug, which a postage stamp quilted item is a quilted item where the finished size of each square is a 1 inch square. I have been quilting for over 20 years. This makes 21 years, but I did not find out about a postage stamp quilt until I came to YouTube. So even though I've been quilting 20 years, there are lots of things that I have learned on YouTube, which not only was the postage stamp quilt, also the apple core quilt. So I've made, this is not my first postage stamp item, but I do like working with the postage stamp blocks. Once you get used to it, it may seem kind of time consuming, which all of quilt is time consuming, but it's not really hard once you get used to working with 1.5 inch squares. It really comes in kind of easy. It's just a piece of cake. So as I said, the way I sewed this quilt top together is 1 row at a time. I brought 12 squares over to my rotating mat, which I have when I sew in my quilting on my machine. I have my little rotating mat on the side of my machine. I moved over 12 squares, or 1 row of squares at a time. I sewed 2 squares together and I made them 4, and then I worked with 4 more squares and 4 more squares, and then I just went and sewed 4 squares and 4 squares together to make 8, and then I put the last 4 over onto the 8 square to make the 12, and then I just sewed all 9 rows together. And even when I went to sew those 9 rows together, I sewed 3 rows of squares at a time, and then 3, 3, and 3. So I sewed the first 3 rows to the second 3 rows, and then there was 6, and now the last 3 rows I sewed them onto the 6th row, till there was the 9 rows. So that's how I went about sewing my quilt top together. I'm very happy with how it came out. It seems to be a pretty good selection of prints. So I'll just go on and quilt this, and I'll quilt my postage stamp coaster, and then I'll move on to do my postage stamp pot holders, which I'm excited about them being identical. So I'm excited about that, and I think that's gonna be really nice when I'm finished with that. And again, I'm thankful for all my subscribers. I'm almost up to 1,300 subscribers, which I'm really thankful for that. I'm thankful for the people who have been stopping by to watch my lives. I will be posting some long form videos up of what I've been working on in my life, so make sure you all look out for that. For when I make my quilts and my quilt items and sets, I normally title the video Little Quilts. And when you see one of my videos titled Little Quilts, it means, hi, how you doing? When you see one of my videos titled Little Quilts, that means it's going to basically be a matching set of at least a mug rug, a coaster, and at least one pot holder. But yeah, this is the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And I'm so thankful for everybody that has stopped by to watch my live. And as I complete my items, I will upload more videos, more content. And I'm just giving you all a close-up of the squares in my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And again, as you come in, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I'm just giving you all a close-up of my squares. And if you have any questions concerning quilting, you can ask them in the chat and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. And again, this is the quilt top in my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And if you like the postage stamp quilting or postage stamp squares, I suggest that when you go to cut your strips, that you at least save at least 2 inches of fabric from on the side of the selvage, so that you at least have enough to make a postage stamp square. And then what you can do is just save your scraps in the bag over time until you're able to make some type of postage stamp item. And again, I'm just showing you all the squares in the postage stamp squares or the squares in my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. So these here are a total of 108 squares because it's 12 squares going across, 9 squares going down. So this is a total of 109 squares. And if you are to make a postage stamp quilt, I suggest that you just do sew your squares together in patches, some along this line here, and then you would just have your patches to sew together as you make progress with sewing your squares. And again, this is the quilt top in my upcoming postage stamp mug rug, which is a postage stamp block is a quilt block where the finished size is a 1-inch square. And then all the squares are supposed to be of a different print. But if you don't have enough to make every square a different print, just use the equal combination of the prints that you have so that you can get this look here. But yeah, like I said, if I was going to make a postage stamp quilt, I would sew my blocks together in patches along the lines that you see here. And again, I'll go in to show you all my squares. These are the squares in my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And I just decided to go and do horizontal quilting lines. Use painter's tape to do that. And so I'm excited about how it's going to come out. So these are the squares. I'm just showing off my squares again. And I do have lots of upcoming videos, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see the videos as soon as I post them. So I have lots of stuff I'm working on, so you'll need to make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you can see my content as soon as it is uploaded. And again, I'm thankful for all my subscribers. Thanks to everyone that stopped by to see my live and the ones that have been watching my lives. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so this is just one last look at my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And then I'll give you another look at the quilt top. Well, both of them are quilt tops. And then this is another look at my postage stamp coasters. As I stated, I normally like to make my coasters into a 4.5-inch square, but due to this being a postage stamp quilted item, this coaster would be a 4-inch square. And again, this is another look at my postage stamp, the quilt top, for my upcoming postage stamp coaster. A 4-inch square, a 4-inch postage stamp coaster. And if you have a few, if you're new to quilting and you have some scraps, you could just practice your quilting skills on the little postage stamp coaster. And just do all the steps necessary in a regular size quilt, and you will have something that you can use and a finished item, and it wouldn't take you a very long time to do it. Okay, and again, this is one last look at my postage stamp, the quilt top for my upcoming postage stamp mug rug. And as I make progress, I will upload more videos. I could easily see myself finishing both of these items today. And maybe I'll upload some more things next weekend or throughout the week. I know I should definitely have another little quilt set I'm working on uploaded. I'm going to upload my apple core pot holder. So I will have lots of content coming out this week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like my video. Please go and watch some of my other videos. I am trying to get my watch hours up, and please stay tuned for more content coming at a later time. Some coming up this week. Thanks again for watching my video. Check you later.